Round start.
Fantastic! Unbelievable!
Hello everybody, my name is Katastrofy and welcome to part 2 of my Hawked Tips and Tricks video. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on movement. As a shooter style type of game, movement is very important. I'm sure if you've ever played shooters before, like Call of Duty, or Fortnite, of course, or even Apex Legends, any of those shooters, you would know that movement is really important. Movement helps you not only get to objectives, but it helps you avoid enemies or fight off enemies. So there are, I guess, 4 different things you can do in terms of movement. There's obviously the regular walk, then you can hold down shift to sprint. You can do a roll type of, there you go, you can do a roll and you can crouch. Oh, and one more thing, or 2 more things, I guess. You can slide and you can jump. But it's way more complicated than that, so I'm going to break it down for you guys. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, if this video helped you out at all, or if you think it's even, you know, remotely interesting. I'd really appreciate the support. This is a brand new game, so things are probably going to change at some point, and I might have to record new videos at some point, which I'm honestly pretty excited for because I'm enjoying the game so far. Alright, so let's talk about sprinting, rolling, and all of that. As you may have saw earlier, unlike with games like Fortnite and Apex, there is a stamina bar. So you can see right there draining while I'm running. What's even more taxing on the stamina bar is when you roll. When you roll, it takes up half your stamina bar, which means you can only do 2 rolls at a time before your stamina has to recover. So if you're ever on the run, which you probably will be, because this is an extraction shooter, the main goal is to extract with treasure, not necessarily to fight everybody and kill everybody. You're gonna be running and ducking and diving and weaving, dodging all these bullets while you have treasure on you in the hopes that you come back with riches of your own. So you're gonna want to preserve that stamina bar as best as you can. One way I found is best for doing that when you're on a run, say there's an enemy, well, not only by using your trinkets that can help you, we talked about our trinkets and our gears in the last episode, but there are trinkets that can help you with sprinting and your stamina bar. Like this is a ward gear that helps you run fast, for example, and this is a trinket that I use so that my stamina doesn't deplete so fast. But besides that, there is one, I guess, sort of mechanic or move you can do, and it's when you're sprinting, slide a little bit and then keep sprinting. As you can see, it kind of toggles my stamina. It lets my stamina recover while I'm sprinting. So it's not just a straight drain on it. Of course, sometimes sliding is going to be hard, especially if you're sliding up a hill. Sliding up a hill is pretty tough. In fact, I don't even think it's that... it's not even really that possible to do. Once you reach like flat ground, just try and do the sprint and slide, sprint and slide, sprint and slide. Keep your momentum going and hopefully get away from any sticky situations. What's even better is if you jump at the end of your sprint and slide. So let's do it right here so I can show you. Oh no, look at that. Our stamina is draining. We're getting shot at. Slide, jump. And as you see right there, it had a big like recovery when I'm doing that somersault. Let's see that. Boom, look at that. I got so much stamina from doing that somersault. That's really helpful. Make sure you try and do that. One thing though that I think is that if you somersault, I guess you're kind of easier to shoot at because you're kind of like hanging in the air a little bit. So, you know, it's a give and take, but it's a good way to start running away or running towards objectives without slowing down, especially in this game because the pacing of it is actually really fast, which I do enjoy. Speaking of sliding, there is a way to slide backwards. This I find is actually really important for if you're running and you somehow just meet up into danger. I'm lagging a little bit here, but say you're running and you come across like a tight spot that you don't want to be in. Maybe you ran up onto a group and they started scoping in on you. All you gotta do is press S, slide back down. I find it really useful for when you're going up a hill. You can just slide back down the hill, but you can do it on a flat surface as well, just to create a little bit of distance. Maybe someone's running up at you with a melee weapon. You're just gonna press S in the middle of your sprint and then slide, and you slide backwards. I didn't do it well that time. Let me try it again. There we go. You slide backwards. So you can shoot while you slide, so this is actually really good. It might catch people off guard if you just do this. Oh, I messed it up. It might actually catch people off guard though. Let's see. Boom, look at that. So I was able to aim and shoot and just create distance all at the same time with that move. So it's really good. It's, again, it's pretty tricky to do because it's like in the middle of your sprint, you got to stay holding on to the shift button, then let go of W, press S, and then C to slide backwards. It's so weird and janky. It's probably even a glitch that they don't intend to have, but I hope they keep it because I find it like a unique mechanic that, I don't know, could be really interesting. I think it's way better than like having to turn around and run or even doing the jump backflip. And to do that, you just basically just jump backwards and your character backflips. Like the backflip's pretty good, I guess, but it's really hard to like aim and shoot while backflipping. You can see like I just canceled my backflip there when I tried to aim. And then I didn't jump back as far. But yeah, so you can slide backwards. Man, I am lagging out and bugging a little bit here. I don't know what's going on, but the game did just update, but we got to continue on with the video, so let's get on to the new stuff. I tried to do one more backward slide. Dang it, it's so tricky. It's so tricky. One more. Woo! There we go. I really want to do it down a hill, though, so you can see what I'm talking about. Like, say I'm running up there, and then I don't see the danger, but once I get up, there's danger, right? Like, do. Oh, enemies, slide back down. Yeah, there we go. So while you're going backwards, you have to hold the shift key the entire time, just so you know. So it is a little weird. But it's quick, it's nice, and it's fancy. You know, you could style on your enemies, and then, you know, tell them, hey, Katastrofy Games showed me that move, and now I'm a pro Hawked player. I don't know, whatever you want to do. All right, speaking of jumping, we kind of covered it before, but you can jump forward, jump back, jump left, and jump right. It's really sticky, the movement right now, and I don't know why I'm highlighted green. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh, that's probably what's happening. Okay, here. Because I did just come back from the quarters from the first episode, so let's kind of like reset my character. Okay. See, that's what it's supposed to look like. It's just a little visual bug. I guess that's why everyone's just been looking at me. They're like, whoa, how are you glowing green? Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I'm just radioactive. But yeah. Let's go, let's get back on the topic. So you can jump forward. Well, I can't right now because I'm glitched out. Jump forward, jump back, jump left, jump right. Jumping doesn't cost stamina, which is pretty nice. But honestly, you don't want to be jumping around too much because, in my opinion, it just kind of feels weird and you kind of make yourself a bigger target. Like, look at that. Look at all they can shoot when I jump sideways, right? It's much better to do the roll. The roll can act as like a dodge, so you can roll forward. Well, if you have stamina. Oh boy, this video's not going on. Oh my god, look at that. My stamina is glitched to stay at... Oh no, look at that. My stamina is glitched. Oh, I am glitched. Hold on, guys. Let us restart. That is so weird. That is so weird. Okay, there is a way I could restart without having to leave the game. I basically load into a new map. So I'm going to go into the shooting range. This is kind of a sneak peek here. Sneak peek for next episode because we're going to be... I left the matchmaking. I wasn't in the matchmaking. Okay, well that works. This works. Never mind. I was going to give you a sneak peek and Hawk said, nope, we want you to make the third video. No sneak peeks. Got it, Hawked. Got it. This isn't sponsored by Hawked or anything, by the way. There we go. My character's back to normal. Yeah, this isn't sponsored by Hawked or anything. I'm just doing it because I enjoy the game, and I feel like other people might want to try and enjoy the game, so... Backward slide. Ah, you like that? You like my style? Someone has the zappy tool. But yeah. So now things feel a lot smoother. So again, you can jump left, jump right, jump forward, and jump back. It doesn't cost stamina. Realistically, man, he is loud up there. Good lord, he is loud. Alright, that is actually obnoxious. That gear is obnoxious. Let's go down here. I could even hear him down in my room. That's crazy. So, the jump backwards, as I was saying, is actually really good for creating some distance. But again, it's kind of like you can't really shoot while doing the somersault. As you can see, like when you aim, it cancels it. And if you try to jump backwards like this, you just melee attack to the back. Yeah, so somersault's really good for when you want to create some distance, especially if like a grenade or something landed on your feet. We'll cover grenades and weapons in the next video. And we covered the loadout and the customization in the first video. But yeah, I guess that's it. And rolling, you can roll in all sorts of directions, but again, you can only really do 2 rolls in succession because it drains your stamina bar so much. I don't know if there's a trinket or something to stop that. I don't think so. Well, actually, if you use haste... Oh, never mind. I thought it did. Okay, so the haste buff from my my ward gear gives me a haste buff. You can get a haste buff from like eating things too. On the map, there's like a haste mushroom, and there's some mushrooms on the floor. If you run through, you get a haste buff. So haste actually allows you to sprint without draining your stamina. That's pretty nice, but it doesn't look like it affects rolls, which sucks. Yeah, but anyways, you can roll forward, roll back, roll to the sides. If I can do it right here, like that. Oh, that was actually really nice. I got behind some good cover there. And that's just a way to, I guess, trip up your opponent, mess up their aim, and to quickly get behind cover. I don't really recommend the roll forward or the roll back. And that's basically because, I'm going to explain this in the third video, that's basically because when people are moving and walking, it doesn't really affect your aim. As you can see with my slingshot, I'm hitting everywhere that my crosshair is pointing at, no matter how much I'm moving. So I can realistically move forward and just keep aiming at the same spot, and I'm going to hit that spot every time. And that's pretty different from other games where movement affects your aim, so you actually have to like stop, shoot, stop, shoot, stop, shoot. In this game, no, movement doesn't really affect your aim all that much. The only one I guess that would affect your aim is if you roll and shoot. Like, yeah, like that would probably affect your aim because you can't even shoot while rolling, or if you jump and shoot. Yeah. No, look at that. Even when you jump and shoot, you pretty much just hit where your crosshair is. Wow. And that's not just because I'm using a slingshot. I've tested it with other guns, and we're going to see that in the third episode. But yeah, I think that's all I want to cover for movement. Oh, wait, no, actually, there's one more thing. Hopefully that loud guy's not there. Let's go back up. We have a little bit more time. There's actually 2 more things. I can't believe I didn't cover it. So, back to jumping. You can jump up to and cling onto walls. I'm going to do it on this wall because I don't want to spend too long. I know how to do it on this wall. So we're going to go to this wall. If you see you have to get up there, you can kind of climb a wall like this and hang onto the wall and shuffle along walls. The reason why you might want to shuffle along walls is because, well, you can just hang out here all day long because it doesn't drain your stamina. And it's just a lot harder for your enemies to see your itty-bitty fingers. But you can see them if they're standing up here on the ledge, right? So that's really cool. But be careful when you're trying to do wall hops because the game's not completely polished, and there's like some weird walls out there that look like they're flat to climb up, but they're not. Like this one here, if I try to jump onto this one, my character just kicks off of it. And this can be really frustrating when you're trying to run away. Oh, I found a nice little flat spot there. But this can be really frustrating if you want to run away and you're trying to climb up the wall. You're like trying to get up there running from people shooting at you, and your character's just jumping off of the wall. It's so frustrating. So be on the lookout for that. Don't get too frustrated. This game still is in the beta phase, so yeah, hopefully that helps when you're trying to jump to get to a place or you're trying to run away. Next up, the main mode of transportation besides the surfboard is the traverser, which is your grappling hook. You look for like these little yellow rings or yellow hooks, and if you see the yellow E highlighted, you just press it and you zip right to that area, which is pretty nice. If you have multiple of these hooks in succession, you can almost kind of like swing around like Spider-Man. So for example, and I don't know why they didn't put it here, but if you had a bunch of rings here, like ring here, ring here, ring here, ring there, you can just swing along like Spider-Man, and it's pretty fun. Hopefully, can I reset? Nope, I can reach down there, but I can reach up here. Yep. You just zip along everywhere, so it's pretty nice. A lot like Apex, I guess. And last but not least, I want to talk about jumping off of high heights, because since you're going to be running around a lot, you're probably going to have to jump off a cliff or two. You don't take any fall damage in the game, but there is like a slight punishment for jumping off of a high height, which I'll show you right now. Let's say I'm doing a full sprint, I jump, and if I land hard, my character kind of staggers, and then it's tough for me to like sprint again. It kind of like interrupts your sprint and your run. Now, I find the best way to fix that or to avoid that is to, instead of running off of a cliff or jumping off of a cliff, well, ow. Let's let's get back up there. Instead of running off of the cliff or jumping off of the cliff, or realistically any high point that you come across, see if you can try and do like a roll off, and then that helps a lot. Because look at that, I didn't get staggered as much, and I can just go straight to running. And it might be like, but it's just like a second difference. Why would I want to roll? Obviously, you're probably going to be running away from someone if you have to jump off a cliff. So just roll off, then get your sprint going and get as far as you can from them. Make yourself as small as possible, because for some guns, the farther away you are, the less damage the gun does, and you're just a smaller target, so you're harder to aim at. That's going to be all that I have in terms of movement for the game. We covered jumping, we covered running and sprinting, we covered sliding and rolling, and then we covered, which I guess like landing, I guess is what we're going to call it, and the traverser. So please be sure to leave a like and to subscribe if you want to see more, or if you think this video helped you out in any other sort of way. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to make more videos about Hawked because I think it's a pretty fun game. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. And if you're interested, hey, just remember, Katastrofy Games sent ya. Alright guys, peace out. Let's see if I can do one more backward slide. Stop, slide. Woo, I'm getting so good at that now. I love it. I don't see anyone else do that. Like, I guess it is a little impractical, especially like in the midst of a game. But like, ooh, look at that distance I just made. And then like they have to, like I got cover now and they have to peek me and I can shoot them. Like, it's just so good. It is so good. I don't think anyone else has figured that out yet, but hey, if you see anyone backwards sliding, just know that I did it, okay? Know they got it from me. I taught them that. Alright, what's this guy doing? That was a pretty cool roll that he did. But anyways, sorry to get off track. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, stop shooting at me. Stop it. Fireflies. Alright, peace out, guys. I gotta get out of here.